Okay everybody, so this is my first time doing the bus. So I'm taking Air Canada. I'm going from Kitchener to Orlando. So I come to the Kitchener airport, grab a bus which takes me to Toronto, and then the flight actually leaves from Toronto. So the bag check-in and drop-off was super easy, and then there's a little waiting room that I get to go to while I wait for the bus. And then we'll hop on the bus and we'll head to Toronto for our next leg.
De voyager avec nous aujourd'hui. Avant de partir, nous aimerions rappeler certaines mesures de sécurité importantes.
So from the Kitchener airport, I got there around 20 after 2. Had to wait in the lounge for about 20 minutes. The lounge, it has power, nothing really else there other than a couple chairs to sit on. But then we loaded up and the bus headed out at around 3:05. I got to the Toronto airport at around 4:10. Good and bad news, really quick trip to get here. Bad news is, although I have the tags on my bag already, I can't actually submit them because you can only load them 4 hours prior to your flight. Not a big deal. I have to wait another 15 minutes before I can actually scan in my luggage and then go through security. But there's certainly going to be a huge buffer before my 8:30 flight to get to Orlando. So lots of time to kill. Alright, so about an hour left. So now I'm at my gate waiting for the airplane. Got my coffee, got a snack for on the plane, so I'm all set there. So this is going to be my first time staying at a Disney Springs resort rather than on property or off property where I have to drive in. So I'm looking forward to checking that out, seeing it's about a 7-minute walk to Earl of Sandwich, which is very exciting. So I'll be using their transportation in the mornings. You have to pre-book those. And then my plan is to kind of end at Disney Springs every night and then walk back to the hotel from there. So once I land and I get to the hotel, I'll give you a tour. I've never arrived after midnight. It is crazy quiet here. Okay, I have arrived in Orlando, so I'm just waiting for my Lyft now. Recommendation, if you're ever going to take Uber or Lyft on a vacation, have both apps on your phone and check them both every time. I find they tend to flip-flop on which one's cheaper, and sometimes it's a pretty big difference. So this time it was $38 versus $58, so huge jump there, like 50% more to go with Uber over Lyft this time. So I recommend checking both when you're planning and taking advantage of those discounts where you can find them. Alright, I am here. I'm in the Wyndham Lake Garden. I got upgraded to a pool view, so we're heading up. If I remember to push the button. There is no button for 5 on this side. Cool, I need to go across the hallway. Okay, so I've already learned a lesson that the main building does not have a level 5. It starts at level 7, so you have to go off to one of your wings to find level 5. But off I go. So now this is my new view. Looks beautiful, all lit up. All right, let's check out this room. So we have a nice little seat here, right by the window. where again we've got that pool view out there. 2 double beds. A nice hanging area. Lots of cupboard and drawer storage. TV. Another little seat and a side table. Hello! What do we have in here? Some hanging space. Lots of towels. And the bathroom. So overall, nothing fancy, but I am the type to basically stay in the parks from open to close. So next thing I'm going to do is book my reservation for the bus. So they do have they do provide buses to the Disney parks. You do just have to reserve them in advance, and they give you a discount code so that you're not paying for that transportation. So I'm heading to Magic Kingdom in the morning. Have a good night, and we'll see you in the parks.